Now, this book goes roughly chronologically. We start with the ancients and we go through to the modern stuff at the end, but it's also divided into particular themes. So there are breakthrough spreads and there are various others. And here are some breakthrough spreads. One of my favorite ones is about Archimedes. This is a rare early photograph of him about to jump out of his bath. Now, people get very confused what all this was about. It's called Eureka, this spread, because that was what he said. Eureka, I found it, I've got the answer. What he was bothered about was the king's crown. Here is the crown down on the right here. And the king had had this crown made from a lump of gold. And when it came back, it had the right weight, but he suspected that the crown maker had shoved in some silver or some lead, something cheaper. How could he find out whether it was pure gold? So the king gave it to Archimedes, said, "You're a bright chap. Tell me if this is pure gold." And Archimedes thought and thought. You know, he didn't have a mass spectrometer or any of those things in those days. He thought if he knew the weight of the crown, if he knew the volume, he could work out the density. That is the weight per unit volume. And he knew that gold should be about 19 in modern terms. It's about 19 grams per cc. And he knew that almost all other metals are much lighter. And therefore, if there was some foreign metal mixed in, the volume should be too big. But how do you measure the volume of a fancy thing like that? And he went down to have his bath in the public bath, and he got in and he slopped some water over the side. And then he saw it. Eureka! His body going into the bath pushed some water over the side. So a body immersed in water displaces water. And I will now demonstrate to you, this is one of the demonstrations that has never, as far as I know, been done. Don't laugh. Here is a pear. I want to find out its volume. So what I do is I take a bath. This is a bit smaller than Archimedes' bath, obviously. And I fill it more or less full. And then I lower in the pear, okay, quite carefully on my piece of string. And the water spills out, and when I've got down to the stalk, I'll take the water out again. And now the pear has clearly displaced its volume of water. And so what I need to do is to measure how much water it takes to fill the thing up to the top again. Right, that's exactly 600 milliliters in there now, and I'll fill it up until it's just overflowing. There we are. And that's now measuring 380. So that pear is 220 milliliters or 220 cubic centimeters. And as you can see, it's a very odd shape. It'd be very difficult to work it out in any other way. And here is a really simple way of doing it. Archimedes did it with the crown. He showed that the volume was too big, and therefore the king had been cheated. And therefore the royal crown maker came in for a heavy fine or was sent to jail or had some bit of his anatomy cut off, possibly the head. So it was not very good for him. But that was Archimedes' great breakthrough moment.